Hello, and thank you for joining us on today's episode of the Water Cooler Guys Chat. Now please welcome Niswonger, Wiseman, and Mortar. Take it away, fellas.
And we're back, fellas. All right.
What's up, fellas?
Hello,
What's
hello.
going on?
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's.
Merry Christmas. Merry belated Christmas. Happy New Year. Yes. I hope everyone had a fantastic holidays. Family and friends. Yep. So yes, we're back around the water cooler. We're going to be discussing. We had hopes for plans of discussing possible theories leading into Stranger Things and episodes yet to watch, but here we are after the New Year's, and of course we have watched all of Stranger Things. So we're going to discuss Season 5 as a whole, the finale, the pros and cons. So spoiler alert for anyone who has not watched all of Season 5. You may not be wanting to listen to this episode so much. Or you can be
Sure.
like Tanya and sit down and not watch anything since Season 2 and watch the last hour and 15 minutes of the finale and just be entertained by just that. So that would work too. So
Did she ask a lot of questions?
she didn't really, and she's like, this is probably just bothering you so much. This is just probably really bothering you that I haven't watched the whole thing. And here I am watching the finale and getting to see how it ends. And I'm like, no, not so much. But
I'm not going to give you this.
You are missing out on some of the emotional connection of some of the things, but if you don't care, if the other seasons are too scary for you, it's okay. So,
Ooh.
but,
Hey.
that's
That is,
not me putting words in her mouth. That is what she claims. So it's like,
Okay.
so yeah, she sat down. She was entertained by it, so it was good. So that kind of leads to a point. If it's entertaining to someone who hasn't watched it or followed along, that's pretty good storytelling there. So.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my family, of course, had the Christmas holiday celebration. We had our annual Orange Julius gifts, everything, our family tournament. Nicholas is the new winner for the year of the family tournament, so he pulled it off. Congratulations there, Nicholas. And
Congratulations.
next
Good job, Nicholas.
Awesome.
Next year, we've decided we're going to do solo and a new tag team championship for the couples that are in the family. We're going to do a lot of
Ooh.
two-player co-op, kind of Overcooked type games and pit some couples against each other there. So Tony's going to have to be practicing with me, so I'm excited about that. Get her on the old video games there and looking forward to that. So be fun times. So, and congratulations to Chrissy, who out at the in-laws house, we have a traditional, seems like, music song game out there with the family, and Chrissy came back with a 4-pointer on the very last song to beat Tanya by 1 point. So
Wow.
that was pretty intense. So it was good. It was a lot of fun. So congratulations, Chrissy, there. So that's about a recap
watching
that
a
I
Chiefs
have there
game.
for. I knew as soon as I sent that text message, I was like, I just nice-wongered the Chiefs right there.
You totally did within
that's what we're
9
doing.
seconds. Like, if you notice the time flip on that, it was
Yep.
9 seconds in between where you were like, oh, we might.
Yep. And
Never mind.
60-yard field goal. I mean,
Wow.
those are becoming more frequent and common nowadays. That used to be a unicorn, but now it's just kind of like, who can't kick a 60-yard field goal?
Yeah,
So.
I'm starting to wonder what they're going to put in place. Like, all right, we're doing a 90-yard field goal here. They went 3 yards after catching up 3 points. There it is.
Yeah.
They received, they kneeled, they kicked the field goal, and won?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I realized that just in it. I was like, I should probably have waited to the final whistle, but here we are. That's how it goes. So before we kick things off with agree disagree this week, we did receive another email this week here, fellas. So let's get this
Good
going
deal.
here. This is coming in from Miss Paige Mortar, old baby girl here, emailed in, her and Nicholas. And it's in reference to our musical episode there, and some of the musicals and musical dramas that we were discussing, top 10 lists there. And they both gave us, their top list there, and I'm guessing these are in order there of how they list them. I will note, though, that they were shocked that there was no mention of opera in any of our lists, which Les Mis is close to an opera, but
It's close.
not full-on opera there. But I will admit I've never been to an opera, nor am really versed in many operas there. But we will
Same.
acknowledge that we did not have any on our list. And also, Paige wanted to call out Tanya here for when she was on as a guest. And during the Christmas traditions, Paige was shocked that she did not mention the pickle game that we play, which is an annual tradition there, which both of your guys' look upon your faces. Pickle? What are you talking about, pickle game?
Yeah.
It is a tradition that I knew nothing about until joining this amazing family here, and it is a pickle game, and it is after the gifts have been opened. It is a little ceramic pickle, real shiny, real fancy looking pickle, probably not even 3 inches in size. And the kids basically are out of the room, and Tanya takes this pickle and puts it on the tree, and not in plain sight, just kind of hidden. So she places in, you guys have seen Tanya's trees, just beautifully decorated, lights and everything. So not needle and haystack kind of mentality here almost. So this pickle is placed on the tree, and the kids are called down one at a time, and they are timed. And they have, as soon as the timer says go, they dash over to the tree and try to point and find this pickle on the tree. The quickest one that does so, one goes down, we get their time, they send them up, and the next one comes down. So the quickest one to do so wins a pickle award treat bag, and usually it's pickle themed with pickle chips, a jar of pickles, but there's also gift cards in there of, Starbucks, Walmart, whatever it may be. Tanya's mom does the similar type thing, and she really puts in some great prizes in hers as well. So yeah, it's called the pickle game, and Paige is shocked that Tanya didn't mention that, because that is one of her tried and true traditions there as well. So wanted to make sure I mentioned that here in this email. But we'll start off with
Interesting.
yes. Yeah, so now you guys know about it, and you might hear about it again now. Who knows? But Paige's list here for her musical, she has The Greatest Showman. I was looking at this, and this looks very similar to her father's until she gets down to the bottom here. But The Greatest Showman, she has as her top musical, Beauty and the Beast, Grease, and then she has Hairspray, which I don't believe any of us mentioned there. Hairspray, great, that's great fun movie there. And then she has Mamma Mia, which I believe one of the two of you, if not both, mentioned. Oh, good old Mamma Mia there. No Mamma Mia. Okay. I'm imagining Mamma Mia there. And then Nicholas comes in with, I believe this was yours as well, Wiseman, Hamilton as his top pick there. Then he comes in with A Complete Unknown, the musical drama about Bob Dylan with Timothée Chalamet in there.
I just hadn't seen that one yet.
Okay.
That's his second there. I try to do my best Adam Sandler impression of that.
I like that. Chalamet.
And he's got Mamma Mia up there pretty high. So, and then he's got Les Mis listed. And then he has Jesus Christ Superstar up there. So very good. And he's got The Greatest Showman. And then he comes in with Coco, which I'm trying to remember if Niswonger had Coco on there or not. I don't recall. But
I did not have Coco.
did not have Coco either.
Nope.
Okay. So,
I mean, it's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean,
We Don't Talk About Bruno. Is that from Coco?
no, that one's a different one. The Coco is where it's
the
Dia de
guitar.
Muertos.
Yes, with the guitar, I believe. Yeah.
The Day of the Dead, where he goes
That was
to the
We Don't
afterlife.
Talk
And
About Bruno. I swear that was in that one. I thought he was back there. I don't know.
slightly different.
My grandson's that one, and I can't remember the other one that does have. We Don't Talk About Bruno. Watched several times, and it's one of those that get on. They just love. Of course, Maverick now is K-pop. Is it Demon Hunters?
Demon Hunter.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of
That
this.
4-year-old can sing that movie through and through, and I'd heard people talking about it, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe one of these days. And then he came over to stay the night. Oh gosh, months ago, and he wanted to watch it. I was like, okay, we'll put it on. There's gonna be a chance to see what everyone's talking about. And as soon as this, I don't even think he had turned. Yeah, he's already been 4. So as soon as the first song came on, which is one of the more popular ones, Golden, he just started singing. This 4-year-old would just start singing, do word for word. I'm like, oh, okay. So I mean, it was cute and adorable, and there he was. And then, okay, that song is kind of catchy. And so I ended up watching it all. Tanya, same way. She come in and then after seeing it one time, if not every day, at least every other day there for a good weeks upon weeks, she was playing. She was having her Google Home, Spotify play Golden off of the game, and she was just singing along. And so now when he comes over and wants to watch it, we're like, oh, yeah, we'll sit down and watch it with you.
You sing along.
Kind of
with
has
too,
the
Matt.
It's a catchy beat.
Yeah.
It is a catchy beat. So
kind of has the whole Greatest Showman type of,
kind of
vibe
yes,
to you.
Yes, yeah. So,
Sucks you in.
yeah.
And,
So good,
Yeah.
good fun. So yeah, yep. Recommend watching at least once if you guys haven't watched it, which sounds like you haven't yet. So
all right.
thank you
No,
for the email,
yeah.
guys. That was great. Appreciate
Yeah.
it. So
We
really
appreciate your
it.
top 10. That was great.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
new
like it.
intros in there.
Yes.
I have to go look up which movie that is.
Which one?
With
Oh, the
Coco versus
Coco?
Bruno.
Coco.
Yeah.
Yep, and then A Complete Unknown. If you guys haven't watched that, I recommend watching that as well.
Right.
It is worth a good watch.
I just haven't gotten past the demon pop part of that.
The
like
K-pop?
the demon in the title, like K-pop Demon Hunter. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not.
I'm
I
sure
haven't gotten
somebody
into it.
is shouting into the radio or shouting at the TV. Encanto, I believe, is the movie
here.
that you're thinking of.
Okay,
so,
thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go.
One.
Yeah. It finally came to Wiseman, or he looked it up, one of the two. But
no,
yeah,
it finally
couldn't see-
dawned on me
yeah.
right before. I'm like, still valid. I'll share it.
I'm gonna say he looked it up with how blurry his camera got. I think he was using the internet.
the
just
internet
then.
dipped a little bit.
It did. It just
No hands.
cheater.
So
Gentlemen, before we go on to our next segment, I have one called "My Headphones Just Dinged and Told Me They're About to Die." So
again, you would think this is our first podcast.
how many weeks have we not done this? And I thought these things were like completely
chance.
charged. Yeah. Be right back. This won't take long.
Of course, he couldn't hear the booze. Probably, 'cause his
Oh, he
headphones
just
probably
got booed.
died. Yeah.
He's like, I heard it.
Oh, I heard it. Yeah. I'll be right back.
Oh my goodness! So very good. Well, we can do the
Cool.
we can do the trivia real quick, Wiseman. You can get all the answers that way when we do it
Yeah,
later.
absolutely,
Yeah.
for sure.
Did you have a good Christmas there, sir?
I did.
Yeah.
I had a wonderful Christmas. So one of the things I got for Christmas, I will share with everybody in TV land there or radio land. If you can't see it, it is a putter that goes onto your Oculus, to a remote to your Oculus, so that you can play golf.
Oculus, for those who
And-
are familiar with this, is the VR headset.
VR,
Yes.
virtual reality. That's right. And so I do miniature golf or Golf Plus, and I had a lot of fun with it. I love golfing. That's one of the few things I really enjoy: golfing, shooting, grilling, that sort of thing. So, yeah, being able to do that in virtual reality, that's a ton of fun.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah, I got that for Christmas. I enjoy it a lot. The other thing I got for Christmas, I got to give a shout out to my nephew, Simeon. He bought me a book, and it is Dungeon Crawler Carl, the paperback. I've been listening to all of the audiobooks. I'm completely caught up to all the Dungeon Crawler Carl audiobooks. I have the newest one already on pre-order, but now I've got his first novel, the original, in paperback. So I'm going to enjoy just flipping through the pages, reading that one along too. So, yeah,
Here,
it's a good Christmas.
maybe we could start a book review here
Book
a
club.
week here.
Yeah.
And, read a couple
We could.
chapters a week, and we kind of just discuss around the water cooler.
Matt, Have you read Dungeon Crawler, Carl?
I have that first book. I sure have. Yep. I wouldn't mind rereading it either. So I will tell you, I have put a pause on book 2. I am currently on book 2. I have put a pause on it. I think I mentioned this to you fellas a week or two ago. The Project Hail Mary. I've heard so much about that. Again, the book's sitting right back there on a bookshelf. I believe it was on Saturday when we got home. No, it was middle of last week. Anyways, I picked it up, and he's like, you know what? I'm just going to read a chapter a day. That's just be a goal. It's easy. It's about 20 pages a chapter. I was like, I'm going to read a chapter a day. I'm going to have this book knocked out here in a week or two here. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm on chapter 4 already, and loving it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to finish this before I jump back to Dungeon Crawler Carl, book 2. And I will be prepared for when the movie comes out, because I want to have that book read before the movie comes out. So I was thinking, the whole time I was thinking, maybe you fellows would enjoy just reading a chapter. And of course, we do weekly, so we could have 4 or 5 chapters possibly read at a time for the week. Because if you're doing a chapter a day, by the time we're getting back on there, Nice One, we're just all homework, just like, oh man, I thought I was done with school here.
I've got it saved on my audiobook.
My headphones died. If that tells you any indicator how much I'm prepping for this thing, like there was
that's true. Yeah.
No, let's plug these headphones in and get this ready. Let's just wing it here.
But we know that you are a connoisseur of certain novels, that you do love your novels, and that you can get into them.
Yes.
With that said, this has been something we rib Nicewonger a lot when it comes to Dungeon Crawler Carl and a couple of these other novels that's out there. But in all seriousness, I do think that you would enjoy it, Nicewonger. Yes. I think it would be a lot of fun for you.
Yeah.
My 2 besties are telling me this book is something that they love. So I'm going to enjoy this once I just go get into it.
It's the process of getting there.
Yes, it's the process of
picking a book
you guys
up.
Are avid readers.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys are avid readers, and I do not read as much as you do. Amazingly enough, I know, shocker. But so to those of us who don't read nearly as much, the idea of picking up a book and it takes me a minute to get back into it, to get back into reading.
Oh, yeah.
But once I'm in. So that's where I'm at right now. Is just I haven't gotten back into it yet.
And just coincidentally, my wife the same way, but she read the Housemaid book, read it in a day.
Christina, she bought it, same thing, and she's like 12 into it in like a mere few hours, like not a few hours, but like this book is good. I can't put it down. I was like, that's what Tanya said.
Yep.
I said she got through it in a day, so read faster. No,
catch up, do better.
Helped that she was, in Mexico at her location where she could just sit back and read and relax. So, didn't have to work or anything that day by any means. So
that is so weird. Okay, that concept. Can we you are the same way. You will read books and play on your tablet and do all these things. And I feel like those are activities I could just do at home while I'm relaxing. Like it's so weird to me to be doing that on vacation.
But
I understand
on
it.
Vacation.
That's what I'm saying. Like to me, in my head, vacation is apparently supposed to be work at a different location.
Travel.
Yeah.
Rest.
Yeah.
Travel. Rest.
So,
I'm doing.
I could see where a book would be very helpful during the airport process. Like, oh my goodness, that would be much better than just people watching.
And you would be surprised of the smattering of lulls that you get in a general day, where 30 minutes here, 45 minutes there, that you're really not doing a whole lot, that you can just either listen to something, read something, whatever the case may be, and you can get through it rather quickly.
Yeah, that's why I set a goal of just a chapter a day. I feel like, let me just get a chapter a day, and then maybe I might increase it to 2, but a chapter a day, that means, that 20, 30 minutes or whatever it may take. I'm not on my phone. I'm not doom scrolling on TikTok or whatever it may be. I'm actually just, reading. And I will say seen video reviews and people talking about books, and I've seen so many reviews of book reviews of books I wish I could read again for the first time and have that experience of the first time read. And Project Hail Mary is on so many people's list of I wish I could go back and experience this book again for the first time. And
Okay.
I could tell you right now, I see why. It's very good. It has some humor to it. It's very intriguing. It's kind of exposing you're getting little bits and pieces of information as it's going along here. Because the guy, I'm not trying to give away too much, but the guy just wakes up basically from a coma, and he doesn't know what's going on. And it's
Someone
Dallas.
else did too.
Cameo.
Yeah, what a-
Cameo.
It was like it was scripted. He
It
woke up
was.
from a coma. Meow.
Coma? What'd you say,
Yeah.
coma?
Sure
Coma? I call that a nap in the afternoon.
Yeah. So yes, I'm enjoying it there. So highly recommend you if you guys want to start something there. But we'll
Okay.
get on a book that we all are just kind of hitting page one at the same time. I think that'll be pretty fun. So
It is on my list. I have it on my favorites. I just started doing Patrick Rothfuss's book, The Name of the Wind.
okay,
So I'm working on that one. But yeah, I have that one saved, and I've been thinking about that. So I might actually use my next Audible credit on
you
getting
go.
that book.
There you go.
So
very good.
I'm working on. I do like green eggs and ham.
It's Sam I am. Sam I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets a little hard to read there towards the middle
Yeah.
of it. I get a little
Yeah.
confused. Yeah.
he starts rapping somewhere in the middle
Yeah,
there, and I'm
somewhere in
like,
there
you
there's rhymes
lost
or
me.
something. I don't know. It's just,
We'll roll. We'll get moving along to our agree disagree here real quick, fellas. Dogs make better companions than cats.
agree.
Disagree.
I knew it was going to be a disagree for you.
I have
Cameo
both.
Happened. Yeah.
I have both. And I will say that dogs are great companions. They're very, very lovable. I mean, you can tell them, you're so stupid, and they just keep coming to you. We have really
kids.
well-trained, right? We have well-trained dogs, and we're very appreciative of them. They hardly make any noise in the house. They don't bark a whole lot, except for whenever they're outside or if the mailman goes by, but that's about it. So they're great dogs. However, I've always been a cat fan. I've always, as you can see,
Oh, cat sweat.
yeah, I've always been a cat fan. They just kind of come with that little extra characteristic that, like, you have a teenage child in the house.
They can
But
flip a switch on you out of nowhere and just
Yeah.
attack your yeah.
And they come to you for that. There's a problem I have with cats. They walk to you, touch me, that's it. I'm gonna bite you. Like, cool.
Yeah,
Thanks. All right, go back to doing whatever it is you do. Sorry I bothered you there.
keeps you on your toes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do your dogs know
Dallas.
love
I
the
mean,
cat
he'll
more?
frame you for possibly not feeding him. So
There's,
yeah.
he wasn't starving. I'll say that. Do your dogs know that you love your cat more? Do they ever get jealous?
They actually know that there is a pecking order. They know that that Dallas is alpha, and they've known that since they were puppies, that they wanted to play with him, and we told them no. And then they got too close, and then Dallas gave him a wallop. And then after that, like, he rules the roost. And in his older years, we don't want him to feel like that these two dogs alienated, like, his living space, and now he can't travel throughout the house the way that he has for the past 17 years, going on 17 years. And so we wanted him to be able to be like, I'm alpha, I'm in charge, I can go wherever I want to. I don't know if you can hear him. That's through another door in another room. So sorry about that.
Yeah.
Well,
But
that's why.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
like, open the door.
he's with Caden, and Caden's doing his best, going, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. And I was like, no.
Shut up, you're getting us in trouble. This is very important that you stay quiet. Dad's on a podcast.
Yep.
I'm on
Dallas is like, meow.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do?
I rule this
So
roost.
where do you sit? Where do you sit with this, Matt?
I'm on the fence. I really am. I grew up a cat person. Since me and my Tanya, we adopted a border collie, a girl border collie, and we called her. Her name was Doug, and she really spoiled me for dogs. And I got, oh my gosh, 4 great grand dogs. That we love seeing when they come. But it's the typical grandkids, grand dogs. Come visit for a while, then they get to go home with their parents. And Tony and I are just, again, empty nesters, gotten used to a quiet house and just calmness. And it's not that way, especially with the holidays. Everyone's here, and the grand dogs are here. Just they're excited, always going around. It's great fun, and I look forward to it. It's a lot of fun. So, and at the same time, Tony and I, when everything, kind of the dust has settled, we're kind of just sit down and just like, whew, and just get back to our quiet living that we have gone accustomed to as empty nesters. So, and it's just the way it goes.
So do we have our first stalemate?
I think so. Yes, it's kind of down the fence because Nicewonger dogs, your cats, and I am split down the middle. So we're 1.5 each here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, Matt, I mean no disrespect by this, but I don't think I've ever told you, Wiseman, Matt has had the fattest animals I've ever seen. Like growing up,
They're not
Table
technically
scraps.
My pets.
Yeah,
they were family pets. I
okay,
didn't
let
necessarily
me
take care of the feeding as I was growing up with the pets. Now my mom,
Someone
was.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
Siamese.
Someone's been getting the table scraps.
Oh, lucky
Yeah.
Siamese. My favorite cat growing up. He was 22 pounds. You felt him when he hopped on your lap to settle down.
Wow.
So yeah.
You
Yeah.
felt him when he hopped on the bed. You knew he just jumped up there. Like,
Oh my gosh! And he was just a love
A large
bug.
gremlin.
He was just a love bug. He'd come up and sit on your lap and just, that's that. He was the coolest cat. So
if
Take
you
your breath
wanna
away and
picture
give you a
this
snuggle
cat,
all at the same time.
yeah.
just picture one of those oversized, scrunchy pillows that are full of that foam. That was this. It was just walking. It was one big fat fold. But it
Loaf.
was so happy.
Yeah. He was a good old boy.
And then what was your Basset Hound? Was that Lucky? Like that was the
No,
cat.
Lucky
What
was the cat.
Basset?
Oh my gosh! There was Maggie, and then there was a Sadie.
It was Maggie, I think.
She was
That's
the first
name
one.
I remember.
Yeah, she was the first one. Yeah. So
Woo.
yeah,
That poor dog's paws were trying to get the ground, kind of thing. Like that. This dog was happy.
Oh,
If it's any indication, obviously they were well loved and
Yeah,
well
they were.
supplied.
It was Mama Mortar. So those dogs were without wanting for anything,
yeah.
and
Yes,
cats.
they were.
So
Yeah, they were.
So, okay. So, question. Are you guys, well, nice one. I know that you have neither pet nor dog nor cat right now, but the question still can rest with you as well. If given the chance, would you put a sweater on your animal?
yes.
we got
Neisberger says yes.
yeah. We just bought a on clearance Santa Claus sweater for Sammy. Put it on her this last weekend.
Really?
She
I've never
instantly
been.
turned crippled. She's like, I couldn't figure out how to walk, and her back legs wouldn't work. And
Yep. That
we
is the
we left
favorite
her-
part of that.
It is almost like, all right, we can put that on there and just walk away. We know she's going to stay right there, And
The door can be left open.
Yeah, we went to the. Yeah. Don't have to worry about Nicewonger letting her out or anything. So. But we
Was I the last one? Did you
I
look at the
went back to
video?
the camera footage, unfortunately.
Oh,
It was me?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You went out to the deck to get a drink or something. You just come back in because I think we were playing Phase 10 or something. And then, yeah. That's the way it goes. She's a
hate
punk.
that, man.
She is a punk. So She does it to us all the time, or she tries to, and then. Anyways, but yeah. I mean, so we went to the kitchen and we came back, and the sweater was laying on the rug in the living room because she had figured out how to roll around, just roll right out of it. So we were thinking she likes being warm, like put a warm sweater on. Man.
I am not, as much as I enjoy my animals, I am not a let's slap a sweater on it type of thing. That is the most ridiculous thing to me, and I can't get I can't get into
We
it.
got a
I can't.
Halloween out for her. We got a little poncho and a little sombrero hat, and yeah,
That's
we
awesome.
dress her up for Halloween.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I enjoy videos of putting little dog shoes on them and then watching the dogs or the cats walk with these shoes. Now it is so
Yep.
it entertains me. It
I will admit I have seen several of those videos, and one of them being like this Shogun samurai and a cat walking around with it, where like one hand's on the sword as he kind of advances through the hall.
Yep.
Okay, that is actually kind of funny to see.
right.
Our next agree disagree. Summer is the best season of the year. Summer. Is the best
Back in the
season
day, I would have
of the year.
said yes, but with the current seasons of Missouri, winter feels a bit like summer. So I mean, I don't really know.
I'm gonna say yes. Just given if we were to take the seasons as they are and say winter's winter, it gets cold, summer, spring, fall. Yeah, I'd say summer is the best. So yes, I would agree.
Say fall is the best season, just because that's the one that has more nostalgia. Like
Fall
the
is my
temperature
favorite
starts
season.
changing, everything. You get
Hoodies,
outside, you can just
sweatshirts,
smell the air.
fire
It
pits.
smells different. Yeah.
I would have been with you guys on that one up until I started cruising. Once I started cruising, summer became my favorite.
Gotcha.
And just hitting that open water, getting to see that turquoise water and those sandy beaches and that sun beating down, like, yeah, summer.
Summer has more things going on for it, I guess you'd say. More outdoors, go travel, that type of stuff. Don't have to worry about
Yeah.
inclement weather. But yeah.
Yeah, but I'm a cheap ass bastard, so it's cheaper to vacation in the wintertime
Yes.
when you get them
and
deals. Yeah.
For me, it's more reasonable to go to a place that's warm when it's cold and you're in your home
True.
region. Go somewhere where it's warm, stay there for a week, and then you come back, in shorts, and it's 20, 30 degrees, and
And you have a nice tan,
gotta-
like
gotta-
Christmas with the cranks.
got a dash. Well, not for me because I'm always in the shade. But Tanya,
That's true.
tanning's not really my thing. But Tanya, oh my goodness, yeah, she's out there in the sun all the time. So, but yeah, tanning's not my thing.
Burning is your thing.
Burning is my thing. Yes.
He wears red only because that's the color he would be. If,
Yes, pretty much.
you wouldn't be able to tell where that red stocking cap started and stopped on his head if he got in the sun.
Tanya, she did make comment because of this first season that we had the pool, and I would go out there just for a little bit, for the sun got peeked out for a little bit. And I did feel like I was probably the tannest I have been in a while. So, and she made a comment on that as well, that, I did probably have the most tan that she has seen on me since we've been together.
Was it a good comment? Was it like, hey, that tan looks good on
Yeah,
you?
Just
buddy?
a slight glow.
Well, she wouldn't necessarily go that far, but
No,
you look tan.
Oh, is that? It was
Oh.
It's like you were having a
Oh.
conversation with us. Hey,
Yeah.
Matt, you look tan.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
You look
thanks.
tan.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a different shade. What's that about?
Compared to
Sorry,
mine.
my mind went there.
You're not as dark as me. Yeah. So she loves comparing her tan to everyone else. So. Oh, I'm
You
gonna
don't
about
compete
this
with
when she
Tanya's
listens
tan,
to this one. Yeah.
man. You don't
No.
compete. That's a level of tanning that you can't get with our level.
No.
I
That's
thought
been
I was-
ingrained
Yeah,
at some
I thought
point.
I was really proud of myself for getting tan the way that I had prior to going to the pool with you guys. And then I took the shirt off and then I got burnt.
Yeah.
But aside from that, arms and legs and everything, I was really working on my tan. I'm like, man, I'm getting dark. I show up to y'all's place and I see Tanya. I'm like, I look pale.
Yeah.
In comparison, I literally look pale.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Jeez. The benefits of having a pool in the backyard. She just goes
Yeah.
out there and takes naps on her floaties. You know, she's having a good old time. So,
So how much of that tan is planned, and how much is just falling asleep under the sun? Like, what do you think, Dallas?
mixture. Yeah. What do you think, Dallas? Yeah.
Oh, he can't hear you.
No,
He can't hear you. I question whether or not he can even hear himself at this point.
A breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. We were always told that growing up. How could you disagree
Yeah.
We
with
were
everyone?
always told
were.
that. Yes.
In the food pyramid, we were told that was, that was Bible there. That was, you have to go by that, And here we come to find out it's,
Open
my.
the door, man!
He
What
really,
is he doing in there?
He is right.
he wants his name on this podcast. The Dallas podcast. Yeah.
I was worried about my headphones dying.
The Water Cooler Guys and Dallas. That's what they're going to change our
Dallas.
name to.
You have your food in your water. I don't understand. Whatever. You can't even hear me. His back's turned to me. Like he just kind of walked around like, oh, here it is.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Sundowners.
breakfast.
I
skip
say breakfast.
Really?
I am a big fan of breakfast. I would say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Only because I like it more than just about everything else. I do love pizza, but there is such a thing as breakfast pizza. So handles that. I'm good to go. So biscuits and gravy, just normal regular cereal, scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon, pancakes, waffles, cinnamon rolls, breakfast pizza. Can't go wrong.
What if you just ate that for dinner? Would you say dinner?
Or lunch.
Yeah.
Well, then you're just having breakfast for dinner.
You're having breakfast foods. Yes, you're having breakfast foods, but not necessarily at the breakfast time. So,
But
Oh, that's a tough one.
yeah,
That's a tough one for those of us.
Yeah.
It's still breakfast.
I guess
'Cause you're
I view
not calling
breakfast
it
as
dinner.
the first meal of the day when you wake up. That's how I view breakfast, I guess, not necessarily. I understand
By
the
all
food,
technicalities.
yeah, by all the food.
Yeah, you're breaking your fast. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I can enjoy those same type of foods later in the day, lunch or dinner, and wouldn't necessarily call those. It would be breakfast food, but not necessarily breakfast. So,
My older age, and I sound
There
so
he
old,
is.
even though I'm the
There he is.
I don't like to eat breakfast anymore. Like my stomach is not ready to eat in the mornings. Around lunchtime is when I'm like, okay, I'm ready to eat, and then I'm trying not to eat after 7:00 anymore, just to help the morning problem of wanting to be hungry in the morning.
Yeah.
So I agree. Lunch, a good lunch, and I'm set. Like I don't need to eat much more after that.
I'm
Down to your one a day kind of situation.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I enjoy a good lunch, and and dinner wise, I sleep so much better when I don't have dinner, or after a certain hour, and just it just we're just getting old. That's all it is. But yeah, okay.
It'll happen, Wiseman.
Hmm?
It'll happen, Wiseman.
Yeah.
Your
Oh.
time's coming.
Eh,
So
I'm pumping the brakes as much as I can.
Well, here's the problem. Just looking at us, you're starting to gray a little faster than Matt. Like how? I'm gonna call you out on the podcast.
Listen. I'm gonna. Matt's a vampire.
Yeah.
He is.
I'm saying
And
it. I'm saying it. I don't know how he actually
think he
appears
dyes
on
it.
the camera, but yeah, he's a vampire.
I think he actually does the dye. I think he's in it slowly, just one
Just for
spot,
men?
keeping
Yeah.
dyed. Yeah, just putting it in there. Not like I did.
Dallas
he wouldn't
agrees.
go from gray to straight black and think that everyone didn't notice.
Right. It was just kind of a subtle thing.
Yeah,
Gray
he
and
left.
Yeah.
straight black. Yeah.
Yep. There were points I think I had the
Something changed with you? What are you talking about? Nothing.
So,
19.
I don't understand this subtle change, maybe, but
1998 Hulk Hogan with the drawn on, like that's what it looked like. Right? I was rocking it.
A little too long. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, fellas, let's shift on over to main topic of our, this week's podcast here: is Stranger Things,
Okay.
season 5. And I mean, we could probably start focusing on the finale first, and then we can talk about season 5 as a whole. But what just out of the gate, what would you, I guess, as a whole, rate on a scale of 1 to 10, Stranger Things season 5 as a whole? How would you rate it there?
Oh, okay. So,
7.
it wasn't the best that I've seen of the Stranger Things seasons, personally. I would put that, I mean, it's bringing itself to a culminating end. I'd say
Woo, you about to hit a
7th?
4 or 5. Oh,
I'd say it'd be 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You both gave a 7. I'm
7 or an 8.
I'm going 6.5 for myself here, and that's primarily from episode 4 and the finale, episode 8. Those 2 episodes carried this whole season for me. The other episodes in the season were just meh. They were okay.
Yeah.
They were not of the same level as the other seasons. So, but episode 4, wow, that final segment there, wow. And then
That was good.
the finale, I would actually rate the finale higher than a 6.5. I thought the finale was really good. I don't think it's a
Agreed.
10 out of 10. I'd probably give the finale a 9 out of 10. I was greatly entertained with the finale. Question is, do you guys believe?
Yes, I believe.
I would say I believe. I think everything
I
went the
believe as
way.
well.
I think it makes a complete sense what they were doing, and
You believe that?
I believe. I
Okay,
believe.
yeah.
Yep.
I believe as well, and it's I liked how they did that. That was really
Yeah.
cool. I liked how they did it for people who don't believe. It had a really good wrapped up type feeling to it. The writing, it was there to hit. It made sense for people who don't believe, and then people who do believe, how they left it open to where, okay, yeah, it could be. So some people kind of say they kind of took the easy way out, and just didn't want to make a hard decision there with some, maybe main character deaths or whatever it may be. But
Sweet sorrow or happy ending.
Correct,
It was kind of that whole thing. Like to end it on a sweet sorrow, the way that they did, you could take that and go, yep. I could see that. That for the character arc, that tracks. The way that they kind of shifted it and said, or,
Yep.
and then kind of give it that happy ending. It was another one of those, I could see that.
Yeah.
That's not too far of a stretch. So, yeah.
What's some pros and cons for you fellows? We'll just focus on the finale there per se. What's some pros and cons that you guys may have? Do you guys have any, like, that doesn't make sense, or I really love this part of the story, the finale there?
One of the things was when, spoiler alert, everybody, when the Upside Down was being destroyed, like all those pregnant women that
They didn't go.
they're
back
gone.
to it.
They're gone.
That whole
Everyone in that military complex, they're gone. Like there was some innocent lives lost there that as they kind of went by in their convoy, they didn't think twice about that. But they were a little bit more concerned about whether or not 11 was going to get out or not.
Yeah.
And so
I enjoyed the finale. I have some questions though on that hour and a half worth of cleanup and telling all. The pacing of this movie, or the last episode, was weird. You got, bam, like maybe 45 minutes of the final fight, and that was a lot
Halfway
of
point.
yeah. And then it's like, okay, what's next? It felt
hour
weird
of
on that.
epilogue.
Yes, an hour of epilogue. And I understand they were giving everyone, they're wrapping up their thing, but at the same time, okay, well, all right. All we've seen is that you select people have went through this, and only you have the memory of going through this. Everyone else went through their lives or went back to living their lives in this place where at some point your ground just cracked open and spewed forth this otherworldly thing, and y'all just stayed there like no problem. That was a
Just an earthquake.
earthquake.
What they
Yeah,
call
just
it,
an earthquake. Yeah.
Or-
Hopper murdered so many U.S. People, like so many people, and they're
not
just going to be
Harper,
like,
Hopper, Nancy.
Nancy.
as well.
Yeah, the soldiers.
Yeah.
it just, and they're going to be like, okay, guys,
Well-
the Upside Down's destroyed. Go do your thing.
Well-
We're going to give you.
That's the thing there too. Where'd the army go? Literally, we see them pulling them off the truck. We have that whole scene with Elle, and then 18 months later, everyone's just living happily in this town. Where'd the government? Where'd the military go?
So
They're
the
just
military is
"Yeah,
just
oh,
like,
she's gone. We'll see
so-
you later. Yeah, we have no point here. Yeah, you killed a bunch of us, but yeah,
tradesies.
yeah, go ahead. So
We got no business here. You saw that we did a whole lot.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a gag order on you.
We all know how the government works.
Yeah.
They're not just going to go, guys, pretend to be quiet about this.
Yeah,
We're going to let you go.
that was like, where'd the military go? Is it
Yeah.
another thing? Dr. Owens.
Yeah, where's he at? Where's old Schneider at? Or whatever his name is.
I don't think we
Yeah.
even saw him at all. We saw him in the preview, leading into the season. Like, you have to go back. You have to help your friends. And then nothing.
I think
Nothing.
we're assuming he met his demise in the
Well-
in the desert, but that's
and probably other than the government, the military disappearing, probably one of the biggest things for me is, okay, they're in the Upside Down was basically the wormhole, the in-between state, and then whatever you want to call the X or whatever, the place where the actual mind flare and everything is. Where are all the Demogorgons?
yes.
Where
Yeah,
are they?
off
all
on
at?
vacation.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Gone
right,
on
so-
vacation,
Yeah.
just kind of
I-
chilling, living their best
The
life.
bats. Were the
not
bats
doing
just there to
anything.
kill Eddie, and then after they killed
Yeah.
Eddie, it's just like, okay,
That was
we
it.
don't need bats anymore.
That's
That
the
was
same
it.
thing I was thinking. Like, cool. This is all they have to worry about is two villains. They don't have to worry about the things that have been murdering everything every season. The Demogorgons, the Demodogs, the Demo
Yeah,
whatevers.
the bats, yeah.
Nowhere to be found. Now, what I've read is that's because the Mind Flayer absorbed all of that to turn into what his final form is what they are saying happened. Why
Pretty
there was no
convenient
Demogorgons.
for them to say, oh, we have this loophole here. Oh yeah, the mind flare. They
But we didn't-
absorbed them all.
But we
Yeah.
didn't show that. We only did
Yeah.
that in one of the previous seasons to human bodies. To kind of
that's the
create
thing.
that flesh
Yeah,
mob,
we-
but we didn't show that this time. We didn't show all of them kind of converge, because that would make sense. You'd be like, oh wow,
Yeah.
now you've got all these monsters turned into a super monster. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nope,
they
didn't do that.
they should have at least went, hey, remember when this happened? Like showed the meat monster, so you go, oh yeah, he was using rats for his body. Okay, I got that.
Yeah.
Not, and then go, oh, maybe that's what's happening here. Instead, they're like, no, they're off.
Yeah.
Demogorgons just took it off. They're over in their house chilling while the boss is fighting.
Yeah.
It's just
And there is this. I know we're hating on it a little bit, but there
it
there
just
is
looks
some
We're
great,
talking
but
about it.
yeah,
there
it's
is
great.
some discrepancies there. Like, okay, so let's start with season 1. In season 1, the first innocent life that saw Elle was a chef, and they shot him for it.
yes.
they killed him for even seeing the kid, because they're like, no, we're keeping a lid on this. And so now fast forward to season 5, where you have this main group of people who have been seen with 11, and most everybody don't know anything about her in the rest of the town. No one knows anything about her, much less possibly even seen her.
Yeah.
The way that the show has kind of shown it is she kind of stays off on her own. She's a bit of a recluse, and then she just pops up here and there. People don't pay 2 licks of attention over it. So the main people who know her are right there, and they're like, yeah, well, we're done.
Yeah.
I'm tired now. I think I'm gonna go home.
Go home.
And they just leave them and
Yep.
go back to their black ops site. Like, what?
That I had an issue with the military. I thought they would have been much more pissed off than what they were. I had an issue with one of the fight scenes where they're like, and once again, spoilers. So if you came to this show not wanting to get spoilers,
Yeah.
so the final fight with the mind flare, when the girl is like, I'll be the bait.
Mm-hmm.
And then she turns around and shoots this guy without giving them a chance to give it half a day that they would need to climb up this mountain.
Cliffs while we're up there. It's like, how's he going to get over there? I'll be the bait. And she just starts shooting while they're standing right behind her. Like,
Yes, I'm like,
Not yet.
yeah, that's what I thought was thanks. Way to give them plenty of time to get where they need to be. Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's at least a day's trek to get to where you need to be. Like, and they're like, give us some time. Boom,
Yep.
there's your time.
5
And then
minutes later.
She runs into what should have been a complete avalanche of rocks upon her in that little area, but she's just like, oh, you're not going to get me.
Yeah.
And he's like, you see the rocks coming down, but she magically doesn't get hit with a single pebble. Okay, all right. And I think
Force field.
that part there I was having a hard time with. Like, okay. And then when it came down to it, was the mind flare really that hard of a battle? Like, I get
Not
that there
really.
was a two-pronged battle happening, but I mean, it's like it was it. It felt like watching the grand finale of the original It, when the kids finally started like, no,
You're a
die.
clown.
Yeah, you die, Mr. Clown. Like, no mind
spoiler
flare,
alert for
you
it.
die
Sorry
now.
if anyone
Yeah.
hasn't seen that there.
Meanwhile, Hopper and what's his name? The guy that was driving the truck
Yeah.
is
Murray.
sitting there in the upside down while in the abyss or that other area where the mind flare and Vecna's at. So like they didn't all during this fight, they didn't shoot back to those two just standing there on top of the roof going,
Are you guys done yet? You guys all right? Yeah.
so what you been up to this year?
Yeah,
You know, just
Yeah.
what's up?
Yeah.
Just sitting there bored while they're fighting. Like two guys who have been in the thick of it this whole time. Like even in season 5, you see Hopper who's running through the upside down with Elle, you know, working and training and infiltrating into the military base and doing all this, you know, awesome stuff. And his end bit is standing on a roof just waiting for the kids to finish.
Yep.
I think he kind of got cheated, but all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Another thing for me, and this kind of leads into the do you believe, which I do again, but the whole coming home after the fight and they're in the back of the truck, and again, it was like halfway point. I had to pause it to see, okay, how far are we? Oh, we got another hour to go. I was like, okay, something's going to happen. There's happy music's playing, you know. I was like, okay, where's the bottom going to drop out here? And I, you know, the whole Mike and Elle sitting in the back, and he's looking at her, and then he looks over at Derek, and Derek's looking at him all cheesy and waving, and Mike's kind of like, okay. And that kind of leads into the believing part where Elle really wasn't there on the truck. Mike could see her, but no one else saw her. And so when Mike was looking over, smiling and everything, Derek was actually thinking he was smiling at him. And so that was the reaction there. And so that I was like, okay, that makes sense there, to where she was being imaged there, and she
By
wasn't really on
Abe.
the truck. Because my first thing was when the truck door opened and the military was there pulling everybody off, and they were kind of just putting people up one by one against the side there. I was like, hold up. There's Mike, and there, you know, there's Lucas. Like Elle was in between all of them there. Where's she at? You know, I instantly thought that, and I was like, where'd she go? And they keep pulling people off, and
And they fired the sound rays right
the
at
sound
it,
rays
so
were
it should
going
have
to it.
debilitated
yeah,
her.
she should have been in there screaming and everything. I was like, that's weird, you know, because no way the door's open, and she would have known the military was there, because they were all shocked and surprised. So it's not like, ooh, I can make a quick getaway. She, you know, that wasn't possible. So, and then you see her at the gate. And so that's like, okay, that would explain the vision where Derek was thinking Mike was actually looking at him. No nosebleed. She wasn't affected by the rays. And it's like, okay, I think she really was down, down below or away from the immune from all that. And so that's where I'm believing that she truly is another thing. People saying she went to a place where there was only 2 waterfalls where Mike said 3. If you go back and rewatch that scene there, when she's first walking, there was 1 off to initially, and then she walks over the edge. There was 2 there, so it's technically 3. I mean, if you want to be technical there.
Is it just me, or was 11 nerfed in this one? I've seen these videos where people show like the very first season, she flips a van upside down in her ET moment, right? She throws a Demigorgon through the upside down, and obliterates it, tears it apart while she goes through that. Like, she does all these different things. When she closes the upside down, she closes that open portal at one point when she was kind of in her goth, her hair slicked back. But in season 5, she gets a nosebleed by peeling one of the metal plates off of the ground.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? Like, what happened to her? I thought she was getting stronger, not weaker.
Yeah.
She kind of got a bit nerfed.
Yeah.
And I think they did a little bit more focus on Will and his ability than on her.
Yeah.
Let's get to Will. And let's do this that won't get us canceled. Okay. Will's
You've seen the
coming
memes.
out scene seemed longer than the final fight with Vecna.
Yeah. It did a little bit. I don't know about you fellas. I was glad they finally addressed it. Finally got the cat out of the bag. We all knew it. We all knew it was going there. All right, thank you. We can finish that part of the story and have his character develop further with, that being known across all the characters. I thought they did a good job with it, but they did stretch it out longer than it probably needed to be.
If you think about it, though, they already hinted at that since season 1.
Yeah.
They dabbled with it in season 2 when he and Mike got into an argument, and Mike's like, well, I like girls. It's not my fault that I like girls. Like, it wasn't a secret.
Yeah.
Everyone knew.
Yeah. So
it wasn't one of these things like why you're taking this moment for the people that you know the most that you want to share this to, when they're like,
why they wait? Next to the last episode to have that scene. Probably would have benefited his character much greater had they done it earlier in the season. But I think a lot of it led up to Robin's dialogue with him when she first was explaining everything. I loved that dialogue that she had with him, and that awoke his sorcerer, power, whatever. And so I like that development. Could have maybe done it sooner though, and let that story arc breathe a little bit. But I don't know.
Well, that just goes to show you that they didn't really think about Will's character arc until the final season, because up until that point, he was less than a side character.
Yeah.
And they just kind of, you kind of got sucked into the upside down, and now you're just this lightning rod for bad things whenever it happens. You get the icky feeling whenever bad things are about to happen to you. You get the hairs stand on the back of your neck and that sort of thing. Like, they didn't do his character justice.
Yeah.
He could have done so much more with his character and had a much better character arc earlier on, and then see that build up where he's actually becoming that sorcerer, Will the Wise, this whole time that they led up to it to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they started with him.
Sorry about that.
Was they called him Will the Wise. Yeah. And he was the sorcerer from the get-go. 5 minutes in on season 1, episode 1. Yeah. And then they dropped the ball with Will. That's just really what they did. The writers dropped the ball with Will, and they could have done a better job, and it would have been a better climax for him of this building up to truly fighting the Mind Flayer, where he ended up being its puppet at one point. He turning around and actually fighting it instead of maybe Vecna. I think that would have been a better character arc, because that was truly his nemesis, as opposed to Vecna. He realized that Vecna was technically a victim, as much as he was, the real enemy was the Mind Flayer, which was Will's enemy, but the writers didn't look at it like that.
I mean, how awesome would it have been if Will was the one
That
who just
would have
took the
been
Mind
great.
Flayer and like just like you saw him break every Mind Flayer leg? Wouldn't that have been just like, oh wow? And then due to that, that gave Elle her chance to do it. Like it would have
Right.
been so much better than what they did. Because it was like, for a second, I was hoping Henry Creel would have a moment, you know, but then it was like, no, we're one and the same. It's
Yeah.
like, no crap. Is this supposed to be a big
Surprise.
reveal? Like, okay.
I want it this way. Well, clearly.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we all agree they kind of dropped the ball with Will's character. You know, the coming out scene for him. You know, it's the way they did it. They just really, I think it's probably painful for him that have to go through that scene as well, because like you could have done this differently. You know, not as strung out and.
They could have done it differently, and they could have
yeah.
done his character justice,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
They made his character seem weak in that.
Yeah.
And he didn't have to be. That's not he wasn't weak.
Yeah.
It's him trying to empower himself, and you made this a weak moment for him.
Yeah, I agree. So it's because you know, like I said at the beginning, episode 4, season 5, that whole scene there with Will and becoming the sorcerer and him kind of awakening to his powers. That was an amazing scene there, and we got to see a little bit more of him using his powers there in the final episode, and that was really cool. I really liked that. That was cool. So, but yeah, the season, I guess episode 7, it just felt forced. Like, well, we need to get through this part of here, so let's have this here, and we'll drag it on here for a little bit. And it's like, you know, who was not going to accept Will, you know, in that group? It's kind of like
Right.
everyone
Right.
everyone was going to accept Will. So
What
Nope,
was he
sorry.
maybe my mind doesn't work like that, but like for him to say that, I feel like everyone should have just been like, and
yeah.
Well, they've already touched on it a little bit too.
Yeah.
Between
that's what you were saying with
between between Nancy and her ex-boyfriend
Steve.
/ ex-fiance
Jonathan.
Jonathan. It
Which they are
shared
a real
trauma
couple in real
with
life, by the way.
with all of them. It
Are
was
they really?
shared.
Yes, Nancy and Jonathan
Go
are
ahead,
actually a
have your
couple in real
moment.
life. Yeah.
sorry, it was a shared what? Sorry. Go ahead.
It was shared trauma.
Yeah.
Like they're going through this shared trauma together. So it's not like they needed to connect in some other way. Like some of them had already been rooted as best friends, and through this shared trauma, it bound them together even more. And even whenever it came to brother and sisters, you saw that with this shared trauma, they came together closer than what they ever did. In fact, they did the same thing when it came to the mom.
Yeah.
Where she ended up getting attacked, and then she, because of the shared trauma, ends up becoming closer to the rest of the family and less detached from the kids because of what they had gone through. Like, you have all this already built up. Like, this is a close-knit group.
Yep.
And then you're afraid that by coming out, you're going to be like, whoa,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah. No.
No.
Maybe we have to look at this. I'm trying to look at that scene to understand why they went so big. And maybe it was because it was the 80s.
Yeah.
And he was coming out. And
Yeah.
it
Perhaps.
I mean,
back
yeah,
in
because
that time,
Robin was
yeah.
really acting real, like, secretive and nervous about Will even knowing, and
That's a fair point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we do got to remember it was the '80s and where it wasn't, you know, as talked about and everything then. So if they were trying to play into the times and everything, okay, we can understand that. But at the same time, Will should have known, you know, the tight everything that they have gone through, that those people were going to be there for him. And, you know, but again, we're not Will. We weren't, you know, in the 80s at that time, you know, so I
Did
think
you
they
guys-
could have done a little different.
Did you guys see the different movie nods to all the different seasons? Like season 1 was Poltergeist.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2 was what's that movie where she's possessed?
Exorcist? The Exorcist?
No, Exorcist. Season 3, I'm wanting to say kind of like The Thing.
Okay.
You know, where it's like this flesh mob, you know, type of thing. 4, I'm trying to remember 4. What was 4? I know 5, Nancy, that was an alien thing. That was a Sigourney Weaver
Yeah.
alien.
Yeah.
And so you had that little bit. So like there's these little nods to
Yeah.
these different pop culture movies at the time
Yeah.
that I thought was really interesting. The way that they kind of went about that. I like from the
Nostalgia
get-go when it
amount,
first came
yeah,
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. It was a lot of fun. So it sounds like we're picking it apart here. I still give the finale a 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
greatly enjoyed the finale. It was great. Just the little annoying things, I guess, for me, the military, the Demogorgons, but
No.
you know, even without.
But
those,
Matt, you have to
still a 9
understand,
out of 10, so.
it is fiction.
It
You
is.
can't
I
be
agree.
realistic
I
about
can't knife wander this thing.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Can't, like, where'd the military go? You know, but I still
Here's-
like, yeah.
Here, well, I mean, it makes sense though to ask those
Yeah.
questions
Yeah.
in a show where he just murders all these people in the
Yeah.
military. What if? And here's the question, because the very last scene of this show, if you watch it all the way to the end, is them going through the playbook, the book of it, and then it ends with showing the die that shows 7.
Which is
What
what he
if-
needed to roll. Yeah.
What if none of this happened?
Yeah.
What if they never left that basement and all we were seeing was in real time them doing their Dungeons and Dragons fight that we started with back with that,
Mm-hmm.
and it ended with them fighting the Mind Flayer, and everyone goes back to how it is because no one else saw this happen.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's why the city,
be.
the town ended up
Yeah.
A-OK normal, where no one was like, did you fight a Demogorgon? Like, but then that wouldn't explain how what's her name got the claw marks on her and things
Right.
like
But
that.
could you see?
I was
the
gonna say, is
claw-
this like a Bob
We saw- we
Newhart
saw
dream or
those at the
something?
Well, that's what I'm
graduation.
asking.
Yeah, we saw those at the graduation, but when they're putting their books up and she's at the top of the stairs saying dinner's ready, I understand she was at the top of the stairs, couldn't see very well, but could you see scars? I thought you would be able to
Ooh,
see
I did-
scars there. but
I did. We'll have to go back and see because
Yeah.
that's was once I saw that I went, oh, you Duffer Brothers are brilliant. If this was us just watching a Dungeons and Dragons game, this whole series it adds a number to that series. If none of this really happened, which obviously it was
Yeah.
all just a over the top watching a Dungeons and Dragons game. Because I
Yeah.
mean, if you look at it that way, everything that happens makes sense.
that
The new characters that come in were side characters. It even shows it on that little book
NPCs.
at the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause-
If we were able to record this episode before, that was my prediction, was that this was all
Right.
a game that they lived out. None of it really happened, and we were going to go back. The finale, the final scene was going to be scenes that they recorded from season 1, them
Yes.
all back as children. And the
Wouldn't
mom
that have
calling
been
down
cool?
to, I'm getting
Oh,
goosebumps
that-
just thinking about
That
it.
would be
Yes.
cool.
That
That
they
would
were
be
back
cool.
as children, and they were all going upstairs, and we just lived through their actual game. And I was like,
Yes, see,
that would
that's
be
what
a
I was
beautiful-
thinking.
But they
Yeah.
would have had to have known that back when they were recording season 1 and filmed that footage.
And they
And the
they
kids
didn't
wouldn't
know.
that, hey, we're filming the finale, of season 5. It's just have been brilliant, But hey,
They wouldn't even had to do that. They just go, okay, kids, for this last scene, we're gonna just do a scene where you guys get done and run up the stairs. Like, oh, it could have been a throwaway scene for all they did. That would have been
put your books
brilliant.
up. Yeah, put your
Yeah,
books up.
yeah.
And go up to dinner. But yeah, that'd been that was my
I think
prediction.
I think
was
it would have
actually
split.
hoping
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what I took away from watching it all the way to the end and them showing everything that's going on in the little book. I was like, oh my goodness, we just watched a D&D like program
out.
from start to finish. And
All in
then
their
thinking of it
imagination.
that way, it made sense why no one seemed to actually have gone through this process in this town. Like,
No one died.
Yeah.
None
No
of the
one
main
died.
characters
Yeah.
died.
yes.
Yep.
It's only these random people that could have been imaginary in
Yeah.
this show just died. I mean,
So-
if you look at it that
And
way,
random people that they knew in their lives, like their, the sister Nancy and his brother Jonathan and the local
Erica,
sheriff
yeah.
and Erica and all these different people. The thing is I think that the fan base would be divided on it. The same way I think that it's probably divided on it now, because I think that some people would be like, "Well, I wanted this to be real,"
Yeah.
and then others are going to look at it the same way that we're talking about it now. Because I love that idea
Yeah.
of saying this was just a big D&D. I think the big D&D fans would look at it and go, "Genius,
Yeah.
yeah,
genius, that's awesome. I love that."
It's kind of reminiscent of, I'm sure you guys watched Twilight. How they,
Yeah.
how
It-
they,
and
how
that's
they
what
did
I
that
thought.
big
That's-
battle. Yeah, just Twilight right there. I could see the way they ended it with the sister coming down with her group now. 5-10 years from now, we might
Next
we
generation.
might get a season 6 where those kids will have something. But I think it'll be more if they can get the whole cast to come back. A search for Elle. I think it'll be Mike. Has written everything, and he thinks tracking down. And maybe Hopper knows where she's at. Maybe he knows that she is off somewhere, and he's just not telling Mike for her protection. Who knows? But no, yeah. If we were able to do our predictions, you hit right on my prediction of what I was going to call out. That we were going to see a scene with them all back as children. I was going to love that if they did that. It was just going to be brilliant.
Yeah.
Anyways, but they did not
I like
do
it.
that. We're reviewing it afterwards, and that's good. That's good. So, to rank this 5 seasons, how would you guys rank the seasons? Like, what's your favorite season down to the worst season? Even though the worst season's not necessarily terrible, but, if you had to rank the 5 seasons against each other, how would you guys rank the 5 seasons? 1 to 5.
first season I would give a 5.
No, placing him
Best
as
or
1.
worst?
So the first season, would you put it
okay,
at
sorry.
number 1 or 5?
I see where you're going with that. My mind went different. I would say the first season for me would be where it started. Like that got us hooked. That got me going, okay, I'd like to see more of this. So I'm going to give that. First season, last season, best season to me. I don't really recall. Like the fourth season was good only because Eddie's like ending made that whole season really good. But
For
guess the
example,
mall
while you guys are
season's
thinking
not
about it, because obviously I thought for me, season 1 would be the top season, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
For me, season 4 would be my second season, my second favorite
Same.
season. Season 3 would be my third favorite season, and
2 would be my.
And-
Wait, is 2 the one where she kind of went off with 8?
yes. And for me, that part of the storyline was the weakest part of the whole series.
It was.
And
It
so-
really was.
But that season 2 is at number 4 for me, and season 5 is the worst, quote unquote, of the 5 seasons. But again, episode 4 and 8 really carry this, And I gave the finale a 9 out of 10. So I mean, but it's not the worst. It's just compared against the other 4 seasons. I don't feel as strongly about it. Season 2, I feel like is just right above that at number 4. Season 3 kind of has the whole mall, the 80s, the vibe, the nostalgia there. That's where I'm really getting into. That's why I really enjoy that season there. So that's how I'd rank it. I would do 1, 4, 3, 2, and 5.
I think mine's the same way because that's what I was thinking. Because I at least had 1 and 4, and I was thinking 3. I was at first thinking 5 and then 2, but then after talking about what we have with season 5, I think it would be 2 and 5 at the end. So yeah, I would actually agree with your list.
Yeah.
I would do first season 1, fourth season. I agree. I enjoyed the Eddie. And unfortunately, I'm thinking of the series finale of each one because it's easier to think of that than it is everything else. So I would, I did enjoy the mall scene.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. The nostalgia.
Yeah.
So,
And Max's brother, is in season 3, and then
yeah.
I mean that's really that was a whole good season there as well.
That was a strong season.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
And you felt that like that and people had a hard time with season 2, and then that was season 3, and then season 3 people hearkened season 3 to 1, where they're like, wow, that kind of gripped me the same way that season 1 did. Season 2 lost me a little bit, but 3 redeemed it, and then it got better with 4, and then 5 was like, what? So
Yeah, well, you come off the expectations of 4 or 5 better be good. And I think they're setting themselves up to disappoint you in some way or another.
So, I mean, that does need to be a compliment to be able to, first of all, what other Netflix series has gone 5 seasons?
Yeah.
They don't. They typically only go 2, maybe 3, and then they're done. But because it was so popular the way that it was, they had to finish this up the way that they did. And so to be able to sit there and pick apart season 5 because of the storytelling, how well they did with the storytelling. I mean, it's harkening back to Game of Thrones for me right now. Yeah, exactly. So it's a compliment to them because of the storytelling that they've done up until this point, and now people are picking it apart because you're like, well, technically, if you look at the characters and according to the character arc, this is how it should go. So, I mean, it's good storytelling.
I'm glad that they didn't do the whole Game of Thrones final season. Just fan service. Oh, that's still Game of Thrones, fantastic series. It would probably be in my top 10. That final season just really demolished everything that they had at the beginning. It tore it apart for me, and I can't rate it very high. It's tough for me. So, but tell us what you guys think. Email us. Let us know at twcgchat@gmail.com. Do you agree with our review? Do you agree with our likes, dislikes of the finale of Stranger Things, as well as do you agree with our list of the seasons and the order that they're in? Do you prefer a season greater than the ones that we do? Just let us know. And let us know if anyone does not have season 1 as their favorite season of this series, because I'd be very interested to hear why that is. So let us know. Email us at twcgchat@gmail.com. If you guys want to do a quick trivia, we can finish it off here on a high note here for you fellas and see how you guys do.
Sure.
All right.
I have one question, but it doesn't need to take long. If you could have killed one of the main characters, who would it have been?
Oh.
Right? I mean, include that in your email.
Who would it be and
Who would it
why?
be?
That might be a whole nother episode.
Yeah, no one better say Dustin.
I like that
because,
question. That's a good question because
Steve. I
everybody
love the
was
bromance.
asking themselves.
Dustin and Steve bromance. I love it there. You guys probably can't see him. Paige and Nicholas got me the season 5 Funko of Dustin. And
nice.
I should be sitting where my fridge, but don't. I was like, you know what? He needs his best friend. And so I went out to find it. He was sold out on Amazon. I went to Funko's website.
I don't
Low
doubt that.
stock. Put it in my cart. Looked for one other thing. Went to go check out. Sold out. Like,
Wow.
I go to eBay. eBay had it, luckily. And so Steve will be here this week, and then Steve will be taking Ric Flair's spot there. Ric Flair's going to move somewhere, so that way Dustin and Steve can
I'm a big Steve
have
fan,
their
man.
little bromance up there. So, I was excited for that there. So, anyways, we're going to get to our trivia here real quick. Who would like to go first this week?
We'll just keep it with tradition. Nice one. I'll let you go first.
All right. Bring it.
Pressure's on. Okay.
All right.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Not anymore.
And of course, this was supposed to be around Christmas time, so this will be a little Christmas themed, a little bit here. So here we go. Better get my stopwatch ready here because we're going to need that this week, I believe. So cause you're just going to fire these off real quick, I'm sure. So
No, probably not.
All right.
Now the pressure starts.
Yeah.
See?
Here we go. First one's up. In Home Alone, where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind? You've seen Home Alone, yes?
I have.
Okay.
Paris?
Okay.
I have no idea.
All right. According to the song, what did my true love give to me on the 8th day of Christmas?
Diamond ring? I don't know. A gold earring? Man, come on.
What is the name of the last ghost that visits Scrooge in A Christmas Carol?
Ebenezer. No, that's Ebenezer. That's Mr. Scrooge's name.
That's right.
The Ghost of Christmas Past?
Ghost of Christmas Past. Okay. What is the best-selling Christmas song ever?
Baby, It's Cold Outside.
Okay.
I know it's not, but I know that answer's going to piss people off.
And you need to get all three. 3 of Santa's reindeers' names begin with the letter D. What are those names?
Donner? Dustin and Derek.
Derek Reindeer. Okay. What is the name of the Grinch's dog?
He doesn't have a dog.
He has a dog. In Jim Carrey's The Grinch That Stole Christmas, what is the name of the Grinch's dog?
Cooper? I don't know. Man, no. Redo this list. This some boo shizzle. Read my lips. All right?
I will think that if Wiseman can only get one, and we'll see here.
Is that all I got was one?
I'm not going to say
Donner?
what you got here.
Yeah.
I mean, you gave
Am
me
I sure?
Dahmer,
Jeffrey,
Dustin, and Derek here for
I
the
did say-
reindeers.
Yeah. I did say Donner, not Dahmer. At least
Donner.
there's that. Yeah.
Dustin and Derek. Okay.
Yep.
I love those. Those are great.
Yeah. Those are the new ones. All right. That's the
Yeah.
Timu version.
All right. I will try to calm down here so not to give any.
I'm going to go ahead and go now.
All right.
All I see is Matt chuckling really hard at some of this,
Yeah.
so this has got to
Yeah,
be good.
This is not good. This is
Uh-oh.
not good. All right,
Uh-oh.
I'm leaving.
All right.
All right. First up.
I do have a question. When
Oh.
when we go second, why do we have to disconnect our why can't we just put on mute and hear the answers?
No, because we
Okay,
want to be
all right.
fresh for everyone here.
All right. All right. All right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
'Cause no clues like, oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. So, anyways, here we go. All right. The first question up is, again, these are going to be Christmas themed.
Okay.
All right. In Home Alone, where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind?
France.
According to the song, what did my true love give to me on the 8th day of Christmas?
8 Maids of Milking.
Okay. What is the name of the last ghost that visits Scrooge in A Christmas Carol?
Ghost of Christmas Future.
Christmas Future. Okay. What is the best-selling Christmas song ever?
All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Okay. 3, and you need to get all 3. 3 of Santa's reindeers' names begin with the letter D. What are those names?
Donner. Dancer. You said D's?
Uh-huh.
3 reindeer that begin with D's?
Yep. You've given me Donner. You've given me Dancer.
Prancer, now Dancer, now Donner, and Dixon. Dixon.
Dixon. Okay. What
Is that Blitzen? That could be Blitzen. Anyways,
What is the name of the Grinch's dog in Jim Carrey's The Grinch That Stole Christmas? What is the name of the Grinch's dog?
Max.
Even in the voice, look at you. Oh boy. I scribbled down.
Unmute
I couldn't
yourself,
even
nice one. There you go.
Get these Nice Wonger answers. I mean, I don't know if I can even do his answers justice here.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Yeah,
I'm going to enjoy this.
Okay. Well, I mean, one of you came in at 2 minutes, the other came in at 1:58. So if there is a tie,
Wow.
one of
there's
you
not
will
a tie.
at least win on the tiebreaker. But
This
Okay.
was all you, Wiseman.
we
I
do
had-
have a
yeah.
winner of 2-1 here. So in Home Alone, where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind? Nice Wonger answered Paris. Just pulled that out of nowhere. Like, I don't know, Paris. And Wiseman said France, which is more of a general answer there. I was looking more specifically for Paris in this one. Nice Wonger guessed
Wow.
correctly
Well done.
on there.
Good job. Good
The
job.
sad part is that's all I got right. Like, it makes sense.
It's a
Wow.
Wonderful Life. I remember It's a Wonderful Life in French.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Question 2. According to the song, what did my true love give to me on the 8th day of Christmas? Nice Wonger gave me diamond ring, and Wiseman gave me 8 maids a milking, which is correct.
sense.
8 maids a milking.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
For your 8th day of Christmas, you get 8 women to come milk the. I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
oh, sorry
Milk
for a
is a
diamond
necessity?
ring being more of a good answer on that. I mean, oh.
I thought it was 5 golden rings.
5
I
golden
don't think that
rings.
she got a
Man.
diamond
Well, he
ring.
gave me diamond
Wiseman,
ring,
pay
which
attention.
diamond ring is never even mentioned there at all. So
Yeah, Wiseman, pay attention to these answers.
next
You'll
up
understand.
is
Yeah.
what is the name of the last ghost that visits Scrooge in A Christmas Carol? Nice Wonger gave me Ebenezer, but then he's like, no, that's the name of the guy. And then he was like, Ghost of Christmas Past. And then Wiseman gave me Ghost of Christmas Future, which is more along the lines, but it is actually the last ghost is the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come. Yet to come.
Past, present, future.
Wait, so I didn't get that
You did
because
not get it. 'Cause
Ah.
it's yet to come. So, what is the best-selling Christmas song ever? Nice Wonger gave me Because It's Cold Outside, and Wiseman gave me All I Want for Christmas Is You. Correct answer is White Christmas by Bing Crosby.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So still tied 1-1. Next up, 3 of Santa's reindeer's names begin with the letter D. What are those names? Both of you got Donner. You guys did great on Donner. Then I
Yeah.
got Dustin and Derek.
On Dustin, on Derek, on Donner.
And
Cupid, you're in there
Wiseman
somewhere.
Gave me Donner, Dancer, and Dixon.
Oh, you got that one. didn't you?
He did not actually. It is
No? Oh.
Donner. It is Dancer, and it is Dasher. Dasher on Dasher on Dixon's end.
I'm just saying, if he's whapping that whip and like on Dustin, on Derek, there's some situations going on there. They've added some new reindeer to that particular
and
situation.
We're down to the last one, which Nice Wonger claims Grinch did not even have a dog. What is the name of the Grinch's dog? To which I got, I don't even know what. Cooper. I really don't know what you gave me. I don't remember.
Did you
I
call him
gave you
Cooper?
Cooper.
Like,
Yeah.
Like your old dog?
And
Yeah,
Wiseman
yeah.
gave me, of course, in the Grinch voice,
Max.
Max. So
Oh.
with Max being the correct
it is
answer, it
Max.
is 2-1. So
Yeah,
congratulations.
good job.
Great
I thought you were
job.
gonna
Great job.
mop the floor with me. Like
I
like,
thought I was actually
no.
doing really well up until that point.
Yeah,
Like
that's
they
good.
went to France. They did go to Paris.
went
You're
to
right.
Paris.
They went to Paris.
So great job, guys. So a lot of fun.
White
glad to be back
Christmas.
here.
Okay.
Yep, glad to be back here. So thank you everyone for joining us around the Water Cooler this week. We'll wrap it up this week around here, and we hope you enjoyed listening. We had a great time getting back on here and chatting around Stranger Things, and we will hopefully catch you next week, same time, same water cooler. And remember to stay cool and stay questionable. Have a great week, guys. We'll see you.